Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. In the headlines, body found floating in Sea Lot's waters. 3 pensioners robbed at gunpoint in Arima. 2 elderly people die of COVID-19 in Tobago, 3 in ICU, and internationally, world surpasses 200 million COVID cases. And now the news in detail. The body of a man was found floating in the sea off Port of Spain yesterday. At about 2:40 p.m., a team of officers from the Besson Street Police Station were on patrol when they received a report that a body was seen floating in the waters off the NP jetty. When the officers arrived, they spoke to people on the scene and were shown a body floating face down in the waters some 50 feet away. The Coast Guard was contacted and the body was brought to shore. Up to 6 a.m. this morning, the body had yet to be identified. Arima police are searching for 2 men who robbed 3 pensioners at gunpoint. The incident took place at about 7 p.m. on Tuesday along Jacob Hill, Arima. The victims, 2 women aged 60 and 61, were at home with their father when 2 unknown men forced their way inside. One of the men was armed with a cutlass while the other had a gun. They announced a holdup and then relieved the victims of their cash and valuables, including US $15,000 and TT $20,000 that was in the house. The 2 men escaped. 2 elderly people who previously tested positive for COVID-19 in Tobago have died. The victims have been identified as a male and a female, both of whom were 71 years old with pre-existing medical conditions. This has pushed the COVID-19 death toll in Tobago to 48. In addition, 37 people have newly contracted the virus on the sister isle. The total number of infections confirmed has now risen to 1,544. Currently, there are 447 active cases of the disease in Tobago. Internationally, the number of COVID-19 infections worldwide topped 200 million on Wednesday, according to the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center. The milestone highlights the effect of the highly contagious Delta variant. It took about a year for the world to reach 100 million cases and only 6 months to double that, the New York Times reported. Weekly coronavirus cases have surged globally for more than a month, with the most significant increases in the Eastern Mediterranean and Western Pacific regions, according to a report published Tuesday by the World Health Organization. During the past week, the highest new daily case numbers were reported in the U.S., India, Indonesia, Brazil and Iran, according to CNN. The global COVID-19 death toll hit more than 4.25 million Wednesday, according to Johns Hopkins. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, sponsored by TN Tech, the power to make it work. Recapping the headlines, a body found floating in Sea Lot's waters. 3 pensioners robbed at gunpoint in Arima. 2 elderly people die of COVID-19 in Tobago, 3 in ICU, and internationally, the world surpasses 200 million COVID cases. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Aisha Wells, she's up next.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Are you experiencing loss of vision or are your glasses broken? At Value Optical, we're open and we're here to help. You can have your urgent eyeglasses in 3 days with packages starting at $695. When you visit us, be mindful of the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. Please call us toll-free 800-2020 for expert advice on your vision needs or to book your appointment. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Simpson's Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpson's Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Get your vaccine. Well. Since I was pitching marbles, the place was good. I went and did some doubles, the place was good. I went by the beach and I watched the skies, it was a paradise.